Really? But where are they found?
They are found on Chandram Sonda Road, Cruiser Auto Workshop in Lusaka. Call on 0979 192057 and 0960 Email shumaautoparts@gmail.com. Shuma Autoparts for all your genuine vehicle parts.
The happy world of 5FM Radio, your adult contemporary radio station in Zambia, connecting you to the newsmakers and events that make news in the global village.
Good evening. This is the 5FMA News at 18:30 with Judith Mwabe. The headlines. Health Minister reviews alarming diabetes prevalence in Zambia. Police investigate suspected murder of Yango driver in Lusaka's Chalala area. Russian landing ship Caesar Kunikov sunk off Crimea, says Ukraine. And now the news in detail. Health Minister Sylvia Masebo has disclosed that according to the World Health Organization, the prevalence of diabetes in Zambia for 2021 was estimated at 11.9% in the age group of 20 to 79. Ms. Masebo indicates that 50% of diabetic individuals are not aware of having the disease. And Ms. Masebo has revealed that Africans in general have a higher risk of becoming diabetic, with Zambians showing about 36% risk of developing type 2 diabetes owing to the high carbohydrate diet and bad eating habits. She told Parliament today that data from Health Management Information System shows that from 2018 to 2021, the country recorded 181,108 cases of diabetes. The minister says the government, through the Ministry of Health, is promoting behavioral and lifestyle changes to prevent or delay the onset of type 2 diabetes. She added that the ministry also encourages people to take regular checkups so as to detect lifestyle diseases early to prevent complications. Ms. Masabo has therefore called on all citizens to promote healthy lifestyles in order to prevent non-communicable diseases such as diabetes. She was responding to a question from Kanchiria Member of Parliament, Sunday Chanda, who wanted to know the prevalence rate for diabetes countrywide as of August 2023.
Madam Speaker, you may wish to know that 50% of diabetic individuals are not even aware of having the disease. And of those who are aware, Africans in general have a higher risk of becoming diabetic, with Zambians showing about a 6% risk of developing 2 diabetes owing to our high carbohydrate diets and bad eating habits. High carbohydrate diet means too much inshima and way more, too much breakfast.
Police in Lusaka have opened an inquiry file into the death of a suspected Yango driver who is believed to have been murdered in Lusaka's Chalala area. Deputy Police Public Relations Officer Danny Mwale, who has confirmed the development, says officers received a phone call from a concerned member of the public around 06:30 hours about the body of a dead man, which was found laying off Given Lubinda Road near Two Sisters Complex. Mr. Mwale said officers who rushed to the scene found the deceased laying about 10 meters away from a motor vehicle, a Toyota VVTi, beige in color, bearing registration number ACV 6966. He said the officers identified the deceased through a driving license, which was found at the scene bearing the name Michael Mlenga, aged 24. Mr. Mwale says preliminary investigations have revealed that the deceased is believed to have been strangled with a cloth as he had bruises on the neck while the cloth was found at the driver's seat. Mr. Mwale said the body has been taken to the University Teaching Hospital mortuary, waiting post-mortem.
Officers who rushed to the scene found the deceased lying about 10 meters away from a motor vehicle, a Toyota VVTi beige in color, bearing the station number SCV 6966. The officers identified the deceased through a driver's license found at the scene bearing name Michael Mlenga, age 24. He was found wearing a green t-shirt and a grey trousers. Preliminary investigations revealed that he is believed to have been strangled with a cloth as he had bruises on his neck while the cloth was found at the driver's seat.
The Drug Enforcement Commission, DEC, in Northwestern Province has apprehended 2 male suspects from the Kajoba area in Solwezi district for unlawful cultivation of fresh cannabis plants weighing over 600 kilograms. The suspects have been identified as Martin Chibeka, aged 29, and Gilbert Chibeka, aged 34, who were jointly charged for trafficking in fresh cannabis contrary to the laws of Zambia. Commission Public Relations Officer Mwenge Mlenga says this follows the recent extensive drug abuse awareness campaign in Kyalalankuba Ward, Solwezi District, where 1,119 people were reached out by the DEC's Education and Counseling Department. Meanwhile, Mr. Mlenga says the commission in Chidilabombo District has arrested Enoch Sikapizie, male, aged 31, for trafficking in 44 bundles of fresh Gatmira with a total weight of 36.1 kilograms. Further, Mr. Mlenga has disclosed that in Lusaka, the DEC has arrested 10 male suspects for trafficking in over 26 kgs of cannabis, 5.395 grams of cocaine, and obstruction of DEC officers contrary to the laws of Zambia.
Meanwhile, in Lusaka province, the Drug Enforcement Commission has apprehended 10 male suspects involved in trafficking in over 26 kilograms of cannabis and 5.39 grams of cocaine. The arrests made in adherence to sections 15 and 64 of the Narcotic and Psychotropic Substances Act demonstrate the Commission's dedication to tackling drug-related crimes. These individuals, ranging from age 17 to 54 years old, were taken into custody as part of our ongoing efforts to ensure the safety and well-being of our communities. The successful operations in Northwestern Province, Copperbelt Provinces, and Lusaka affirm the DEC's resolute stance against the illegal drug trade and substance abuse in Zambia.
Zambia has supported the African Union Commission's call for member states to have national gender indicator frameworks that reflect the gender strategies and programs of government. Acting Foreign Affairs Minister Mlambo Haimbe said it is important for member states to promote the mainstreaming of gender in the national statistical system, as well as the establishment of coordination committees for gender statistics. Mr. Haimbe also said Zambia is proud to have been bestowed with the role of African Union champion on ending child marriage, a role President Hakainde Hichilema is taking seriously. Mr. Haimbe further emphasized the need for adequate support and capacity building to national statistical officers and the gender machineries on gender data collection and analysis. The minister disclosed that Zambia is currently developing gender management information systems to aid in the fight against early marriages in Africa. He said this when he delivered an intervention statement at the 44th Ordinary Session of the Executive Council on the annual report on activities of the Union, its organs and champions. During the presentation of the report, African Union Chairperson Musa Faki commended Zambia for the work done in ending child marriages in Africa. The 44th Executive Council meeting has since opened in Ethiopia with a call on member states to take appropriate policy and legislative measures and actions to prioritize access to education in Africa. This is according to a statement issued to 5FM News by Inutu Mwanza, the first Secretary for Press and Tourism at the Zambian Embassy in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Zambia and Tanzania have signed 2 memoranda of understanding on cooperation to combat drug use and trafficking, as well as in areas of immigration matters. Home Affairs Minister Jack Mwimbu signed on behalf of Zambia, while Minister of State Prime Minister's Office, Janista Gama, and Minister of Defense and National Service, Stegmera Tax, signed on behalf of Tanzania. This was held today at the close of the second session of the Joint Permanent Commission on Defense and Security for the two countries at Hotel Verde in Zanzibar, Tanzania. Zambia through the Drug Enforcement Commission and Tanzania through the Drug Control and Enforcement Authority under the Prime Minister's Office have agreed to work closely and to facilitate the control and establishment of mechanisms of mutual interest to prevent and combat drug use and trafficking. This is contained in a statement issued by Ministry of Home Affairs and Internal Security Public Relations Officer Collins Hikalinda. In other stories trending this evening, Opposition United Prosperous and Peaceful Zambia leader Charles Chanda has called for the arrest and prosecution of Chief Government Spokesperson Cornelius Mwetwa. The Bank of Zambia has increased the policy rate by 150 basis points to 12.5%. Up next, the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
Zambia's ambassador to Japan, Tobias Mulimbika, says the tourism sector in Zambia has the potential to contribute effectively to the country's economic development. Dr. Mulimbika said the sector offers numerous opportunities ranging from wildlife and natural resources to cultural heritage that, if well harnessed, may effectively contribute to job creation and income generation. He made these remarks during the financial bid opening for the improvement of equipment for research, conservation, exhibition, and education at the Livingstone Museum held at the Japan International Cooperation System, Tokyo. The project is a grant by the Japan International Cooperation Agency, and JIC's president, Takuichi Kazuki, said the project will also increase Japanese tourists to Zambia and further enhance international and domestic tourism. This is contained in a statement issued by First Secretary Press and Public Relations Embassy of the Republic of Zambia in Tokyo, Japan, Faith Chilube. That ends the business news.
What the removal of the buyback option means for NEMA members. NEMA kindly wishes to
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
And now in foreign news, a big Russian ambiguous ship, the Caesar Kunivok, has sunk off the coast of Russian-occupied Crimea, according to Ukraine's armed forces. Powerful explosions were heard early on Wednesday, according to local social media, which suggested the landing ship was hit south of the town of Yoda. Here's a roundup from the BBC.
Ukraine's new armed forces commander says the situation in parts of the front line is extremely difficult. General Alexander Syrsky said he and his defense minister Rustem Umerov had visited two key battle zones to speak to commanders, Avdiivka in the east and Kupiansk in the northeast. He called the situation there extremely complex and stressful. Security sources in Lebanon say a woman and two children have been killed in Israeli airstrikes that came after rocket fire from Lebanon into northern Israel. The former military strongman and current defense minister Minister Prabowo Subianto has claimed victory in Indonesia's presidential election after several polling samples showed him winning around 58% of the vote. Mr. Prabowo said he was grateful to win in the first round of voting. 2 former South Korean police officers have been found guilty of concealing evidence relating to the deadly Halloween crowd rush in Seoul in 2022. The 2 are the first to be sentenced over the tragedy. Park Sung-min and Kim Jin-ho deleted internal police reports which had given advance warnings of possible crowding in the area.
And finally, in sports news, Forest Rangers Football Club has announced that it has acquired the services of 7 new players to enhance depth in the squad. Amongst the players roped in are Nigerian striker Wasiu Oluwasegun Jimoh, who has joined on a 1.5-year deal from Zesco United, while defender Chimunia Chidima, formerly of Kitwe United, has committed to a 2-year contract with Malembe. The rest are experienced midfielder Clement Mulenga from Kawe Warriors and Enoch Wanga from Mufulira Wanderers. Upcoming talents in Tobias Chungu and Ian Sindaye have also joined from Aguela Stars and Shimao Academy, respectively. The Forest Rangers Executive Committee is confident the signees will add value to the team and deliver the desired results in the remaining games and beyond. Now the weather report brought to you by Class Econ.
Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy. Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
Muchinga, Northern, Luapula, and Eastern provinces have partly cloudy skies, slightly windy and mild with isolated rain and thunder. Copperbelt, Northwestern, Western, Southern, Lusaka, and Central provinces have few clouds, windy at times, and warm to mild. That ends the weather report.
Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy. Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
And that weather report brings us to the end of the news this evening. But before we go, a recap of the top stories. Health Minister reveals alarming diabetes prevalence in Zambia. Police investigate suspected murder of Yango driver in Lusaka's Chalala area. Russian landing ship Caesar Kunikov sunk off Crimea, says Ukraine. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the Happy World of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. I'm Judith Mwapem. Good evening.